Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
I'm close to everything.
I need a great school at a great price.
I'm learning about myself and my role in the world.
I love a challenge.
I'm dreaming big.
But feel totally at home. I want an education with meaning.
I want to be a champion for others. I made connections for life.
I'm ready for the real world. Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
To reach my full potential.
And we welcome you to R.A. Fagnall Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College as we bring you Blue Jay basketball. Tonight, Tethny Carrillo's Blue Jays entertain the Lady Reds from Carthage. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to have you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. This is the CCIW conference opener for both of these two ball clubs. They both come in with identical non-conference records of 3-3. The Blue Jays coming off of a loss to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater back on November 26th. Blue Jays lost 111-61. Meanwhile, the Lady Reds are coming off of a huge win at home as they knocked off Wisconsin-Stevens Point on November 26th by a score of 73-47. Blue Jays, of course, are coached by Tethny Carrillo in her 13th season as the head coach. Meanwhile, the Lady Reds are coached by Tim Bernero. He is in his 17th season as the head coach of the Lady Reds. Kevin Jude, the public address announcer, is introducing the starting lineups for the Blue Jays. Anna Hill getting the start along with Jocelyn Jacob, Becca Gerke, Lauren Goff, and Courtney O'Donnell are the starting five for the Blue Jays. Anna Hill is a sophomore, Jacob is a freshman, Gerke and Goff are the two seniors, Courtney O'Donnell is a junior. Starting five for the Lady Reds, Sammy Woodward and Maddie Kalber are both seniors. Also, Autumn Kalis is also a senior. Haley R. and Maggie Berrigan round out the top five. Berrigan is also a senior. Haley R. is a junior. So a veteran ball club for the Lady Reds, 4 seniors and a junior. And we are just about ready to get things underway here at R.A. Fagnall Hall. Blue Jays in the home white, the Lady Reds in the traveling black jerseys with the red numbers. Again, this is the conference opener for both of these two ball clubs. The Lady Reds finished 10-6 in the CCIW a year ago. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays finished 6-10 in conference play last year. Haley R. and Courtney O'Donnell to jump center. 4 10-minute quarters on the women's side, and the tip controlled by the Blue Jays, and we are off and running here in Elmhurst. 30-second shot clock in play here on the women's side. Lauren Goff in the corner here on the near side. O'Donnell gets it inside to Gerke, gets double teamed. One dribble off the glass and in. So Becca Gerke goes to the glass. 5'11" senior, averaging 8.5 points per game out of Burlington, Illinois, giving the Blue Jays the early 2-0 lead. Here's Haley R. driving baseline, going to the reverse and laying it in. Haley R. averaging over 7 points per game, over 7 rebounds per game as well. Out of Woodstock, Illinois, she went to Woodstock North. She spells her last name A-H-R. It's pronounced R. So just over a minute gone by, and we're tied at 2. Popping out is Lauren Goff. Played junior college basketball at Waubonsie Community College in Sugar Grove. Drives here, gets it blocked by Maggie Berrigan. And it's going to be Blue Jay basketball. Well, they put a fresh 30-second shot clock, but it did not hit the rim. So, yeah, the shot clock is down to 2. So the Blue Jays with 2 seconds to get the shot off. Tough shot, and it goes into the hands of Kalis. And now the Lady Reds on the attack with a chance to take the lead. Tied at 2. Kalis takes the triple, and it rolls in. Autumn Kalis buries the triple. She is the leading scorer, averaging over 14 a game. Sammy Woodward also averaging 14 a game for the Lady Reds. The leading scorer for the Blue Jays is Marissa Urso, but she is out. She is not dressed here tonight. And Becca Gerke hits from the top of the key. So Becca with a couple of field goals. And it's 5-4 in favor of the Lady Reds. This shot by Berrigan off the back of the iron, no good. And Gerke gets the rebound. So Gerke with 4 points and a rebound here in the early going. Goff with a bounce pass, and Jocelyn Jacob couldn't quite handle it. Turnover for the Blue Jays. That's been a problem for Tethny Carrillo's team so far this season. The Blue Jays are averaging 22 turnovers per game. Lady Reds averaging just over 15 turnovers per game. Berrigan flips it out. R from 17, no. Offensive rebound, and the putback is no good by Woodward. Inside to O'Donnell. Her shot is blocked by Berrigan. Gerke, bounce pass to O'Donnell. Her shot grazes the front of the rim and into the hands of Kalis. A little over 3 minutes have gone by here in this opening quarter. Lady Reds lead it, and a offensive foul is going to be called here on Haley R. That's going to be her first and the team's first. Just underway here in Elmhurst. Thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Produced by Sunrise Communications Incorporated. Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you all the action live from R.A. Fagnall Hall. Gerke out to Goff. 7 to shoot. Gerke may have carried it, and indeed that is the call. So the Blue Jays with a turnover. Kelsey Koshin coming into the game here for the Lady Reds, and Queen John coming in for the Blue Jays. Queen John is a 6'3" sophomore from Cypress, Texas. She was the hero in the Blue Jays' 1-point win against Olivet on November 22nd. Her bucket with seconds to go in the game gave the Blue Jays the 1-point victory. And that 3-ball goes down for Autumn Kalis. Her second triple of the game, and it's 8-4 in favor of the Lady Reds. Kalis with those 2 triples. John from the near elbow shot is no good. Kalis getting the rebound. Inside shot good by Sammy Woodward, her first 2 points of the game. And the Lady Reds lead it by 6, 10-4. Blue Jays averaging 61 points per game. The Lady Reds averaging 65 points per contest. The big difference, though, is defensively. Here's John on the drive, and Queen, no good. Woodward getting the rebound. The Blue Jays defensively are allowing 75 points per game. The Lady Reds are allowing just 59 points per game. Here come the Blue Jays on the attack. Hill picks up her dribble, gives it to Gerke. Gerke turns around and it's stolen by Woodward. Woodward with the steal. Lady Reds 4 of 7 from the field. The Blue Jays 2 of 7 in the early going. Good defense by Gerke as she came around Koshin to get the steal. Gerke's been very active here in the early going here. The 3-ball attempt by Jacob is off the mark. And the rebound taken down by Autumn Kalis. They fired inside to Koshin. Koshin double teamed. The left-handed shot is good. Kelsey Koshin with a tough shot. She averages 6 points per game and over 3 rebounds per game as well, coming off the bench for Tim Bernero. 12-4, Lady Reds with the early lead here. The drive by Goff is taken away by Koshin. Here comes Kalis. Kalis flips it to Berrigan. Back to Kalis. Here's Woodward. 10 to shoot. Inside to Koshin. Stripped by Gerke. And it's going to go off of Kelsey. Well, now the two officials are going to discuss. And they're going to reverse the call and give the ball to the Lady Reds. Sophia Mikos into the game, a 5'8 freshman from Australia. And a timeout taken by Tethny Carrillo. A 30-second timeout taken by Coach Carrillo. So Mikos, the 5'8 freshman, averaging 2 points per game, from New South Wales, Australia. Again, this is the CCIW conference opener for both of these two ball clubs. The rest of the league will open up conference play this Saturday. Wheaton will be at Milliken. North Central will be at North Park. Carroll will be at Augustana. And Carthage will be down in Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. 3:43 to go here in the opening quarter. Lady Reds lead by 8, 12-4. Kalis looking to inbound it. Still looking. Now she finally does to Koshin, who scores. Kelsey Koshin was left wide open in the lane. A little easy 6-foot jumper. Her second field goal of the game. And the Lady Reds lead by 10. Into the game for the Blue Jays is number 5, Lily Greifenstein. Inside to John. John off the glass, no good. Here come the Lady Reds. And we've got a whistle, and an offensive foul is going to be called here against Carthage. Offensive foul on Kelsey Koshin. Her Over here is John. John tried to get it inside to O'Donnell, and the Blue Jays turn it over. Substitution here for the Lady Reds. Lauren Herman coming into the game, a 5'7 sophomore from Hampshire, Illinois. Lady Reds leading it by 10, 14-4. Missed shot, and now the Blue Jays on the attack. Over here on the near side is Mikos. They get it inside to John. John gets knocked to the floor. No call. She tried to pass it off to a teammate. Goes right into the hands of Woodward. John slowly getting up. Corner three is good by Kalis. Autumn Kalis with her third triple of the quarter. She's got 9, and it's 17-4, Lady Reds. Queen John has the ball taken away. Here come the Lady Reds. Kalis, she's been the hot hand, and she scores again in transition. And another timeout taken, a full timeout by Tethny Carrillo, and she is not happy with her ball club not getting back defensively. Autumn Kalis getting the easy bucket. So Autumn Kalis with 11 of the 19 points for the Lady Reds. Amanda Larson is also into the game for the Lady Reds, number 12. Larson is a 5'9" junior from Grays Lake, Illinois. She went to Grays Lake Central. So Carthage looking very good right out of the gate here. Just a little under 2 minutes to go. 1:59 remaining in the first quarter, and the Lady Reds lead it by 15, 19-14. Boy, the Blue Jays, they have had a lot of injuries. Zori Miller is out, Kelly Wyrich, Elena Cabrera. All of those young ladies, and of course I mentioned Marissa Urso is out. She is the leading scorer, averaging 15 points per game. So Tethny Carrillo, the head coach for the Blue Jays, she has had to kind of patch things together here and trying to find the right combination. Becca Gerke is the only Blue Jay to score. She has a couple of field goals for the Blue Jays. She's got the ball now, makes the move, goes to the glass and can't hit. She gets the offensive rebound though at the free throw line. Bit of a weave there. Greifenstein's shot is no good, tapped around and right into the hands of Herman. Here's Kalis at the point, guarded by Gerke. Three ball attempt by Kalis. That one left a little bit short. Lauren Goff got the long rebound. Lauren pushes it up here for the Blue Jays. Goff, back door. Oh, and it's blocked by Koshin, but she is going to get called for the foul. So foul number 2 on Kelsey. It's the third team foul. Lauren Goff will come to the line here. She'll shoot a pair. Back in the game is Maggie Berrigan for the Lady Reds. So Lauren Goff to the line, a 73% free throw shooter, gets the first one to go. Lauren in the scoring column tonight. Blue Jays as a team, 68% free throw shooting. She goes 1 of 2 there. Meanwhile, the Lady Reds, very good free throw shooting team, 80% as a team. They have yet to get to the foul line here tonight. 19-5, Lady Reds with the lead. Here's Woodward at the top. She'll try the triple. No good. Gerke with the rebound. Gerke with one dribble gives it off to Greifenstein. Into the corner, Mikos. Mikos with a one-handed shot. No good off the side of the backboard. Herman gets it into the front court. Gives it off to Woodward. About a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Three ball from the far side off by Larson, and the Blue Jays should get the last shot here. Shot clock turned off, 14 seconds to go in the quarter. Gerke will take the 17-footer, and no. Rebound goes to Larson. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Larson goes all the way off the backboard and in. Amanda Larson scoring at the buzzer. And so that gives Larson 2 points, and it gives the Lady Reds a 21-5 advantage at the end of the first quarter. Autumn Kalis with 11 first quarter points for the Lady Reds. Kelsey Koshin had 4. Becca Gerke with 4 of the 5 Blue Jay points in that opening quarter. Three Lady Reds averaging double figures. Autumn Kalis is technically the leading scorer. The 5'8" senior is averaging 14.2 points per game. Another senior, Woodward, is averaging 14 points per game. And another senior, Maddie Kalber, averaging 12.8 points per contest. So the Blue Jays are going to have to come from behind here at R.A. Fagin Hall. The Blue Jays here at home are 0-2. Meanwhile, Carthage on the road, 1-2 so far this season. Carthage 2-1 at home. Blue Jays 1-1 away from R.A. Fagin Hall. 2-0 on neutral sites. They actually had a 3-game winning streak snapped, did the Blue Jays, when they lost to UW Whitewater on November 26th. 3 straight wins they had against St. Mary's of Indiana. They beat Olivet, and they beat Buena Vista. Both Olivet and Buena Vista were games. They beat Olivet, we mentioned that, by 1, and they beat Buena Vista by 10, 70-60. Into the game for the Blue Jays, number 32, Sophia Lathy for Elmhurst. Lathy is a 5'8" sophomore from Carmichael, California. A good 3-point shooter. Gerke will take the shot in the lane. It's no good. Tapped out. Goff, and a fresh 20-second shot clock. New rule. And the drive, that time by Mia Reese, who enters the game. Reese is a 5'7" junior, averaging 3 points per game, 1.5 rebounds per contest. She will come to the line here to shoot 2. The foul was on Amanda Larson. Maddie Kalber back in the game for the Lady Reds. Also back in is Autumn Kalis. Autumn again with those 3 triples in that first quarter. And so Mia Reese to the foul line. That's her first miss of the season for Mia. Reese' second free throw is also no good. So the score is still 21-5. Lady Reds with the lead here. CCIW conference opener for both ball clubs here tonight. The drive counted, and the bucket by Maddie Kalber. Her first 2 points of the game. And she'll come to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. The foul for the Blue Jays was on Becca Gerke, her first. It's the first team foul for the Blue Jays as Kalber completes the 3-point play, and that makes the score 24-5. Reset the point, gives it to Lathy. Lathy will launch the triple, and it's off the front of the rim, no good, into the hands of Kalber. Kalber quickly into the front court for the Lady Reds. Popping out is Woodward at the top of the key. Looking for the ball down on the block is Berrigan, and she hurt herself. She is hurting on the right side. Lathy travel. Tried to break free to get open behind the arc, and in the process she shuffled her feet a little bit, got called for the travel. Seven turnovers of the game for the Blue Jays, 3 turnovers for the Lady Reds. That triple is good by Maddie Kalber. So Maddie Kalber with all 6 of the Lady Reds points here in this second quarter. And it's 27-5. Largest lead of the game here for the Lady Reds. Top of the key, and the drive by O'Donnell got cut off. Gerke will take the shot from about 17, leave it a little bit short. 6-0 advantage for the Lady Reds off of bench points. Woodward dribbles to the top of the key, and we've got a foul I believe Lathy will get called on the foul as she fouled Haley R. And for Lathy, that is her first. John back into the game here for the Blue Jays. And a timeout taken here by Elmhurst here. 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in this first half. Blue Jays trail it by a score of 27-5. 6-0 run to start this second quarter. All 6 points, as I mentioned earlier, coming from Maddie Kalber of the Lady Reds. Our next telecast here on BlueJayTV.com will be a week from this Saturday. It'll be a doubleheader. Saturday, December 14th, when the Blue Jays take on the Cardinals of North Central College. The women will get things started at 2 o'clock. I will bring you that game live here on BlueJayTV.com. That'll be followed up by the men's game, Blue Jays and the Cardinals at 4 o'clock. So that doubleheader will be a week from this Saturday, December 14th. That shot is good by Maddie Berrigan, her first 2 points of the game. And wow, it is 29-5. Lady Reds with the lead. Goff's three-pointer was blocked. Lauren got it back, lost it though. Larson has it. Larson gives it to Kalis. Kalis at the point. Popping out is Herman. Or check that, that's Kalber. Kalber spins and a turnover for the Lady Reds. Koshin is back into the game. Taylor Josephowitz is into the game for the Lady Reds, number 21. She is a 5'6" junior from Crystal Lake, Illinois. 6:40 remaining here in the first half. Blue Jays have some work to do. Short-handed here tonight. Gerke gives it to Lathy. Lathy on the drive to the middle of the floor, got fouled. Foul is on number 21, Taylor Josephowitz. That is her first. It is the fourth team foul. Or check that, I'm sorry, the second team foul of the second quarter. 6:23 to go in the half. Each team with 2 team fouls here in the second quarter. Inside to John, and Queen puts it in. That was the very similar bucket of what she made against Olivet back on November 22nd to give the Blue Jays the 1-point win, 55-54. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Lady Reds lead 29-7. 3-ball attempt by Kalis is good. Her 4th triple of the game. She's got 14. Boy, oh boy, she has had the hot hand for the Lady Reds. 32-7. Inside to Gerke, off the glass and in. Good position by Becca Gerke. Gerke now with 6. And it's 32-9. Kalis. Blue Jays back in a 2-3 zone. Eight to shoot. 3-ball is off the mark by Kalber. Lathy will bring it up for the Blue Jays. Sophia doesn't use a Gerke screen, takes it all the way off the glass. Count it. And Lathy will get an opportunity to complete the 3-point play. Beautiful move by Sophia. Nice kiss off the glass, and now Sophia with a chance to complete the 3-point play. Haley R. with the foul, her second. Jocelyn Jacob back into the game, number 25 for the Blue Jays. And now a chance here for Lathy to complete the 3-point play. Sophia hits the free throw, and it's 32-12. 20-point advantage for the Lady Reds. 4:56 remaining here in the first half. Blue Jays need to peck away at this 20-point deficit. Just chip away. Larson, and now at the free throw line is Koshin. Here's Larson. The drive by Berrigan. She got cut off. Back out to Koshin. Koshin will take the left-handed jump shot. No good. Rebound to Jacob. Jocelyn pushing it up herself. Off to Goff. John, nice entry pass inside to Gerke, and she lays it in. Becca Gerke with 8 points. Nice assist by Queen John from the top of the key, and a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Reds. So Becca Gerke, she has had nice position, and she now has 4 field goals for the Blue Jays. She has 8 points. And it's 32-14, and I'm sure that's what Tim Bernero is talking about. Interior defense against Becca Gerke. How to defend against her, looking probably for some weak side help coming over when Becca gets the entry pass into the lane. Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you Blue Jay basketball. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. 4:17 remaining in the first half. The Blue Jays trailed at the end of the first quarter, 21-5, and they find themselves trailing here now, 32-14. The Lady Reds have hit 5 triples so far in this game. The Blue Jays have yet to score from behind the arc. Speaking of threes, well, 3-ball number 6 for the Lady Reds. Second triple by Maddie Kalber. She's got 9, all 9 of her points coming here in the second quarter. 35-14 Lady Reds. Gerke whips it into the corner to Greifenstein. Here's John. John backing in, tough shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kalber. Kalber into the front court for the Lady Reds. Fires it over to Haley R. Or check that, that's Kalis. Woodward now giving it back to Kalber. Into the corner here, this is Kalis. Good ball movement, 8 to shoot. Woodward with a bounce pass to Berrigan, and she lays it in. Nice assist by Woodward on the penetration and the kickoff. Maggie with 4. 37-14. 3-ball by Jacob is good. So there's the first triple of the game. Jocelyn Jacob buries the 3, and it's 37-17. 20-point advantage for Carthage. Kalis holding, 14 on the shot clock. Kalis kicks it out to Woodward. Woodward into the lane, lost her balance, fell down. Skip pass over to Kalis, another 3-ball attempt. Rimming around, no, Gerke got the rebound. Boy, that one was almost in again for Kalis. Greifenstein at the point, gives it to Gerke. Becca on the drive. Bounce pass to John. John partially blocked by Koshin. Kalis brings it into the front court for the Lady Reds. Bounce pass into Berrigan. Berrigan brings it back out to Kalis, and Kalis stepped out of bounds. Carthage turns the ball over. Courtney O'Donnell back into the game. She comes in for Gerke. 1:49 remaining. In this first half. Another 3-ball attempt by Jacob. Back of the iron, no good. And the rebound goes to Kalis. 1:27 to go here in this first half. CCIW conference opener for both ball clubs. Kalis picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to Woodward. 12 in the shot clock. Koshin double teamed up top here. Berrigan will take the shot. No good. Goff got the rebound. Lauren quickly into the front court. John on the drive. John partially blocked. And the ball goes into the hands of Koshin. Under a minute remaining. Kalis gets it across the half-court line. Woodward now with the ball. Woodward will take the triple. Back of the iron, no good. Berrigan, though, with the rebound, and the putback is good. Maggie Berrigan with 6. All of her points coming here in this second quarter. And it's 39-17, about a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. John on the drive. Tough shot, and she got it to go. Queen John with 4. Boy, that was a line drive shot. 39-19, 20-point lead for the Lady Reds. 5 seconds to go in the half. Berrigan takes the shot and hits. Maggie Berrigan hits at the buzzer, and that gives the Lady Reds a 41-19 advantage here at halftime. We'll take a timeout and come back with third quarter action. The Blue Jays and the Lady Reds. Carthage leads it 41-19. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
I'm close to everything.
I need a great school at a great price.
I'm learning about myself and my role in the world.
I love a challenge.
I'm dreaming big.
but feel totally at home. I want an education with meaning.
I want to be a champion for others. I made connections for life.
I'm ready for the real world. Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
To reach my full potential.
Scotty Williams takes his place in the Hall of Fame as the most decorated football player in Elmhurst College history. From 2009 to 2012, Williams rewrote the Elmhurst record book, cementing his place as one of Elmhurst's all-time greats. A 4-time All-Conference selection, Williams earned first-team All-Conference honors for 3 straight years from 2010 to 2012. He set a single-season rushing record in 2010, only to break it in 2011. During his senior year in 2012, Williams torched his own record again, rushing for 2,046 yards and 22 touchdowns while leading the Blue Jays to the NCAA playoffs for the first time in school history. Named the CCIW's Offensive Player of the Year in 2012, Williams finished his career with 5,203 yards and 50 rushing touchdowns, breaking the previous rushing record by more than 1,600 yards. Tim Lester, now the head coach at Western Michigan University, was the Blue Jays head coach for all of Williams' time at Elmhurst. Lester knew he had someone special in Williams.
Scotty was a special running back talent-wise. I mean, low center of gravity, great feet, great drive, great ball security. But his ability to keep his balance. I mean, there were times that he would disappear behind his O-line, which was huge. And he wouldn't go down. For a little guy, he ran like a big back, and it was fun to watch.
Chris Kirkpatrick was an all-conference and all-regions center for the Blue Jays during the Williams era, and he knows how important Scotty was to the success of the team.
Scotty would tell you that he was a cog in the machine, and that goes back to his humble attitude towards things. Scotty was so important to our success. As we became juniors, seniors, Scotty was no longer just the stud player that was quiet and worked hard. He became vocal. Not many people know that. He was the voice in the huddle. And that voice coming from the best player and arguably best person on the team, that led us through some of those tough games.
Elmhurst College's Director of Sports Information, Kevin Jude, covered Williams from the press box. He witnessed firsthand just how hard he was to stop.
No matter how hard an opponent tried to key on Scotty to slow him down, it just was really too difficult for them to stop him. There was a game against Illinois Wesleyan on a 4th and 1 just inside the Illinois Wesleyan 40-yard line, and Elmhurst decided to go for it. Everyone in the stadium knew that Scotty Williams was going to get that ball, and Illinois Wesleyan stacked 11 guys in front, goal line defense, and Scotty just blew right past everybody, broke a tackle, was off to the races, and Elmhurst was off to the playoffs.
Lester remembers the same play as well, but for a different reason, as the play elicited some rarely seen emotion from Williams.
He got in the end zone. He did one of these, which was hilarious because I've never seen him show any emotion when he scores. And normally the line showed the emotion. He just ran over and hugged all the big boys. But when he showed a little bit of swagger for the first time in his 4 years there, it made me laugh, made me smile, made me think that he was having a ton of fun at that moment to get the ball in the biggest moment to accomplish our goal. And he popped one and then, had a little fun in the end zone, which I'll never forget.
Williams' success in 2012 culminated in him taking home All-America honors and becoming the first Elmhurst player to win the Ghilardi Trophy, an award honoring the top player in Division III football.
To win the Ghilardi Trophy, you have to be a great player, a great student athlete, and a great human being on top of it. And Scotty Williams checked every single one of those boxes. Everyone knew about what he was doing on the field that year, but he was also an academic All-American, and he was also actively involved in Habitat for Humanity and several other service groups. And he was one of the most humble student athletes I've ever met in my time at Elmhurst.
As humble as Williams was, Kirkpatrick also remembers Scotty joking around with his teammates.
Our senior year against Milliken, which was kind of a fabled game for us as we had to go into overtime and overtime again, and Scotty broke loose for a 99-yard touchdown run. We had given him a lot of grief over the years, including Coach Lester, about getting what we called hawked in the open field, caught in the open field, and he wasn't letting himself get caught that day. And after he scored that touchdown, as humble as he is, he was letting us know that he didn't get caught from behind.
Williams holds several titles already: record-setting running back, All-American and Ghilardi Trophy winner. But today he adds another title: Elmhurst College Blue Jay backer Hall of Famer.
Having digital media skills is going to make a student, when they graduate, more employable. Whether they were a digital media major or a biology major, they're going to have the skills that they need to be able to tell a digital story. So they will all take a course called Digital Storytelling and a course called Story Structure. It requires communication and collaboration and innovation, and these are skills that they will be able to take with them whether they continue to work on a media project, whatever field they go into, or just life itself.
Embark on a journey to a new future with an advanced degree from Elmhurst College. Whether you want to take your career to the next level or discover an entirely new direction, Elmhurst College has a graduate program for you.
12% of our population have a master's degree. We're in a period of specialized master's degrees.
The advanced degree is a time to get more specific into some areas that you're interested in.
I believe that when you're looking for a graduate degree, you have to be ready.
You need to do some exploration up front to get some idea of what's possible, what people on the outside want and are interested in, and to begin to think about how that may match with your own abilities and interests.
Spend some time thinking about what they're passionate about, what they really enjoy, and what they want to learn more about.
But it's people that may want to better themselves in their career. They might want to look to another industry or maybe even another career. But many are coming just for that personal achievement. It's something they always wanted to do.
At Elmhurst, we believe the educational journey should be student-centered. You'll notice that difference from the moment you connect with us. You'll join a network of professionals and peers who will support you throughout your studies and your career, connecting you with employers all over the Chicago area. You'll hit the ground running, tested, proven, and ready.
I think part of the reason that a person would want to go to graduate school is so that they can get launched into their professional niche. We're able to really get to know our students personally and professionally and really challenge them, push them, and support them in all the ways that graduate students need support.
And we're also in a good position to help you clarify for yourself what your goals are, what your strengths are, what the possible matches might be for when you're done, and we will work with you to do that. So that sort of personal touch, I think, is more than just a saying here. I think it's very real in the way that we relate and interact with all of our students.
And we also help with job placement. The CPE, the Center for Professional Excellence, has been good in helping with resume building, job interviews, whatever it may take.
Our program directors will support you through every step of your journey. Elmhurst faculty aren't just experts in their fields, they're dedicated to expanding your reach with fieldwork, professional connections, and real-world experiences.
We know you. I, as program director, know every single individual who's in the program. I know why they're here. I know what they're looking to do. I know their stories. I know when situations come up that might require us to be a bit flexible and adaptable.
We really have a lot of fun, and we're really good at supporting our students through this rigorous program.
The teachers are phenomenal. I can't ask for a better school to go to.
By train or by car, from city or suburbs, our campus is easily accessible. And our proximity to Chicago, a world-class metropolitan center, means lots of opportunity for consulting projects, networking, and career advancement. You'll love the flexibility of part-time and evening options that allow you to move at the pace that works for you. In fact, some programs are offered entirely online.
We're easily able to give individualized attention to our students. We can really personalize their education.
Also connect our students with our alumni, building those relationships with their peers, building those relationships with their faculty members. Those students are able to make those connections and build lasting relationships for the future.
One of the things that inspired me within Elmhurst is to take on bigger responsibilities. I'm taking a lot of experience from the things that everyone else has done and from this cohort and from Elmhurst and trying to develop this in our company. So overall, it's been a great experience.
You know, if your company now values you, just wait until after you go through the full program. There's absolutely no way I would be able to do what I'm doing now without this program.
Your journey builds on the students who came before you at Elmhurst. Founded in 1871, but ready for the future. So come tour our historic Arboretum campus and check out our top-notch facilities, from our state-of-the-art nursing simulation center to our speech-language hearing clinic and our small hands-on classrooms. You'll gain the skills you need to succeed.
Graduate school is affordable, and I think more to the point is a good value.
I think it's an investment in your future and an investment in a field that you are passionate about and want to pursue.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst College, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
I'd love to tell students not to look back. You want to always look forward, and they tend to gain momentum as they get into the program. At the end, it's just a wonderful thing when you're handed that diploma and you're able to celebrate with all your friends and family.
Pursue your graduate work at Elmhurst College and take that life-changing journey to your successful future.
would say the typical student, however, might be someone who says that they like GIS, maybe they've had a taste of it somewhere in a previous class. We have geography majors, political science majors. They might have specialized in environmental studies or biology. We even have people in economics and healthcare, military people. In the military currently, the people can come in almost with any kind of a background because it's going to be applicable in understanding the spatial distribution of whatever it is that they're looking at. The software that we use for the most part of our program is Esri's ARC Suite, I want to call it. And so a lot of programs that are done in ArcMap and ArcPro connect into a cloud platform in ArcGIS Online. So we incorporate all three of those. A lot of students enjoy programming, and so they'll enjoy it, like the Python and the geodatabases course, and that's maybe the job that they're going to be doing, maybe even writing algorithms. Other students really like the cartographic aspect. They like making maps, and so once that data is collected and put into the GIS system for analysis, they're the ones that get to manipulate the colors and the lines and the shapes, and sometimes even produce maps that'll be printed or put in web settings. Once you become more proficient in GIS, there's actually different jobs and different opportunities. Someone who really tends to like the satellite imagery or LiDAR, they might be more interested in focusing on remote sensing. Other people really are, they're much more into the GIS, where they can download data, you can get real-time data. Those people tend to become GIS technicians or analysts.
And welcome back to R.A. Fagnall Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College. Halftime of the CCIW conference opener. And the Blue Jays trailing the Lady Reds of Carthage by a score of 41-19. First half scoring, Autumn Kalis had 14 for the Lady Reds. Maggie Berrigan had 8. Maddie Kalber had 9. Meanwhile, the leading scorer for the Blue Jays, Becca Gerke, with 8. Queen Jean had 4. Lady Reds, 17 of 31 shooting in that first half, 55%. The Blue Jays were 8 of 27 for 30%. Lady Reds, 6 of 14 from behind the arc for 43%. The Blue Jays, 1 of 5 from behind the arc for 20%. Lady Reds out-rebounded the Blue Jays in the first half, 20-15. First half turnovers, the Blue Jays had 8, Lady Reds had 5. Blue Jays ball here to start the third quarter. Mark Kruger delighted to bring you all the action here from R.A. Fagnall Hall in Elmhurst. Carthage looking awful impressive, a senior-dominated team. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays with a bunch of injuries. Their leading scorer, Marissa Urso, is not dressed. She averages 15 points per game for the Blue Jays. And now we've got a whistle before the Blue Jays inbound. And the foul is going to be on Haley R. That is her third. So R picking up her third foul early on here in this third quarter. Now another whistle away from the ball. Greifenstein took the three. It grazed the front of the rim, but there was a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And now the official is walking over to the scorer's table. And perhaps there is a problem with the shot clock as the reason why they blew the whistle. And they are indeed looking up at the clock. Right now there's 14 on the shot clock and 9:41 on the game clock, and that's where it should be, and we're ready to go. And another whistle. All right, now I think we're ready to go. Lily Greifenstein will inbound it for the Blue Jays. She gets it into Goff. 10 on the shot clock now. Goff into the lane, out to Gerke. Gerke from 20, back of the iron, no good. And a strong rebound pulled down by Haley R. She averages over 7 rebounds per game so far this season for the Lady Reds. Woodward with a beautiful pass inside, and Berrigan gets the easy layup. Maggie Berrigan now in double figures with 10. 8 of her 10 coming in that second quarter. 43-19, Lady Reds. Gerke turns off to the left hand and puts it in off the glass. Becca Gerke now with 10. Good move down on the block by Becca Gerke. She's the leading scorer for the Blue Jays, and it's 43-21. Berrigan holding. Berrigan over here to Kalis. Into the corner is Woodward. Her triple is off. Tapped around, ball is loose, and into the hands of Greifenstein. Lilly brings it into the front court for the Blue Jays. Bounce pass into Gerke. Gerke with a hook shot, and that's good. Wow. Becca Gerke is having the game of her senior year here. 12 points for Gerke. 43-23. The lead is 20. Inside shot off the glass, too hard by Haley R. Well, the Blue Jays with a bucket here can cut it down to 18. Gerke. Here's Greifenstein on the drive off the glass and in. Lilly's first 2 points of the game, and a timeout taken by Tim Bernero. Wow, so a 6-0 run here by the Blue Jays. A couple of buckets by Gerke, and now a nice drive by Greifenstein. And the lead has been trimmed down to 18, 43-25. Tim Bernero's Lady Reds led 21-5 at the end of the first 10 minutes. Carthage led at the half, 41-19. And now a 6-2 run by the Blue Jays to start this third quarter. The lead has been trimmed down to 18. Carthage ball after the Lady Reds timeout. Blue Jays with a 9-6 advantage with bench points so far in this game. Kalis from the L, she hits. Autumn Kalis with 16. And the lead is back up to 20. 45-25. Jacob working around a John screen, kicks it out to Goff. Goff with a tough left-handed shot, no good. Rebound Kalis. Autumn will bring it up herself here. Whistle away from the ball. This is going to go against the Blue Jays. It's going to be on Becca Gerke, her second. It's the first team foul of the third quarter. Each team with one team foul here in the third. Into the corner. The triple attempt by Kalber is off the mark. R with an offensive rebound. Put back, no. John got the rebound. John ahead to Jacob. Jocelyn gives it to Greifenstein. Lilly on the drive. Left-handed, one-handed shot is short. But stepping out of bounds was Woodward. It's going to be Blue Jay ball. Courtney O'Donnell checks back in. Also back in is Mia Reese. Fresh new 30-second shot clock for the Blue Jays. Reese gets it into O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a one dribble drive to the hoop, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Woodward. And for Sammy, that's her first. It'll bring Courtney O'Donnell to the line to shoot two. O'Donnell, a 75% free throw shooter. Second team foul of the quarter for the Lady Reds. Courtney looking for her first point of the game, and she gets it. One more coming for O'Donnell, the 5'10 junior from New Lenox. Went to Lincoln Way West. Left that one short. Speaking of Lincoln Ways, congratulations to Lincoln Way East. The football team won the 8A state championship. Rob Zvonar and the Griffins of Lincoln Way East, 8A state champions. Kalis on the drive. Kicks it out. Berrigan's shot is no good. Rebound O'Donnell. Here come the Blue Jays, trailing by 19. And a turnover, steal. Kalber brings it up herself. Kalber gets the play from Tim Bernero, the head coach. Kalber, and on the pass off, there's a foul and a whistle away from the ball here. It's going to be against the Blue Jays. It'll be on Courtney O'Donnell. That's her first. It's the second team foul of the quarter. Each team with 2 team fouls here in this third quarter. 5:12 remaining in the third. 45-26, Lady Reds with the lead. Pass is stolen. Gerke whips it ahead to Goff. Lauren penetrates, kicks it out to Jacob. Jacob looking to break free. She does. The 3-ball rimming around and out. Gerke, though, gets the loose ball. And a new 20-second shot clock. Inside to O'Donnell. And O'Donnell was fouled by Haley R. And if it is indeed on R, that's going to be her 4th. It is indeed on Haley, so her 4th. She's going to come out of the game. Maggie Berrigan comes in to replace R. Haley with 4 fouls. Gerke holding, now gives it up to Reese. Jacob inside to Gerke. Gerke with the shot blocked by Berrigan, but Maggie got some body and is going to get called for the foul. Another good take by Gerke. So for Maggie, that's her first. It's the 4th team foul of the quarter. Gerke with 2 foul shots. That one rolls out. Becca will have one more. She's got a dozen tonight. Missed both free throws. Berrigan got the rebound. It's still 45-26. Both teams have gone cold here the last couple of moments. 4:30 remaining here in the third. Inside to Koshin. Koshin's shot is off. She got it back, however. Strong move with the left hand is good. Kelsey now with 6. 47-26. It's a 21-point lead for the Lady Reds. Reese on the near side whips it to O'Donnell. Courtney will take the shot. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kalis. Kalis jogs it up for the Lady Reds. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third. The triple attempt by Kalis is off the mark. Reese got the rebound. Mia gives it to Gerke. Gerke holding at the top of the key, gives it to Goff. Reese inside to Gerke. It's knocked away by Koshin. Shot clock is at 19. Lathy back in along with John and also Greifenstein. Back in Amanda Larson for the Lady Reds, number 12. Lathy will inbound it here for the Blue Jays. 19 on the shot clock. 3:38 to go here in the third. Gets it into Reese. Reese penetrates, back out to Lathy. Into John. Queen off the glass. Can't get it to go. Tapped out. And Reese gets the loose ball. Whips it to Greifenstein in the corner, and she hits the triple. Lily Greifenstein with the triple. She's got 5, and it's 47-29. Again, an 18-point deficit. Woodward with the running one-hander, no good. Reese with the rebound. Well, a bucket here trims it down to 16. Three-ball Greifenstein, no good. O'Donnell battling for the offensive rebound, and there's a whistle and a foul. I think Berrigan is going to get called for the foul. Her and O'Donnell went up hard for the rebound. And the foul is on Berrigan. That's her second. And it is the 5th foul of the quarter. So the Lady Reds are over the limit. O'Donnell will have 2 free throws here. Courtney hits the first. One more now for O'Donnell. Well, it's a 16-point deficit now, 47-31. Blue Jays have outscored the Lady Reds 12-6 here in this third quarter. 2:45 left. Woodward. She hits from the top of the key. Sammy Woodward now with 4. And it's 49-31. 18-point lead for the Lady Reds. Reese drives baseline and a reach in on Amanda Larson. For Larson, that's going to be her second. And again, the Lady Reds are over the limit, so Reese to the line here to shoot 2. Mia is 0 for 2 for the foul line. First free throw here is good. First point of the game for Mia. Second free throw is good, but there is a lane violation. And so wave off that second free throw by Reese. 49-32. Lady Reds with the lead. CCIW conference opener. That pass intended for Berrigan. Not a good pass, and so the Lady Reds turn it over here. It's only the 6th turnover of the game for Carthage. Elmhurst with 10 turnovers. Lathy from behind the arc. Hits it again. Sophia Lathy buries the triple, and a full timeout taken here by Carthage. It is 49-35, so that triple by Lathy trims the lead down to 14. 49-35. Largest lead of the game was 25 for the Lady Reds when they led 32-7. A couple minutes into the second quarter. But that lead has been trimmed down to 14 after that 3-ball by Lathy. And so the Blue Jays see if they have enough gas in them to come all the way back. Greifenstein has a triple in this quarter along with Lathy. Good production off the bench here for the Blue Jays. They have outscored the Lady Reds in that category. Bench points 16-8 in favor of the Blue Jays. Lathy, as I mentioned earlier, she is a very good three-point shooter. You get her hand going, and she can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry. So the Blue Jays out there with John, Reese, O'Donnell, Lathy, and Greifenstein. Blue Jays pick up man-to-man defensively. Popping out here is Woodward. Woodward on the drive against Reese, kicks it out. 15 to shoot. Here's Woodward. Shot clock down to 8. Larson. 3-ball by Kalis with 3 seconds on the shot clock is off. John got the rebound. And now a bucket for the Blue Jays. They can cut it to 12 or 11 with the triple. Greifenstein veers off to the right, hands it off to Lathy. Lathy trying to get free from behind the arc. O'Donnell with 10 to shoot. Lathy into the lane. Lathy puts up the one-handed shot with 4 on the shot clock and into the hands of Berrigan. Tough shot for Sophia that time. Under a minute remaining here in this third quarter. 49-35, Lady Reds. Woodward spots up for a triple, yes. Sammy Woodward buries the triple. She's got 7. Just like that, it's 52-35. The lead is 17. John on the drive, and a block is going to be called by Koshin before the shot. So John will come to the line here to shoot 2. For Koshin, that's her 3rd. So she has 3 fouls. Haley R. has 4 fouls. Back into the game, Maddie Kalber for the Lady Reds. And back into the game is Jocelyn Jacob, the freshman, for the Blue Jays. So Jean to the line here to shoot 2. First trip to the foul line for Queen. Gets the first one to fall. Queen with 5 points tonight. It's 52-36. Just a tick under 30 seconds to go, so the shot clock has been turned off for the rest of the quarter. Jean misses the second free throw. Koshin tracks down the rebound. Last second shot time for the Lady Reds. Kalis holding at the top. Clock down to 15 seconds. Popping out is Kalis. Kalis on the drive. Left-handed layup is short. And O'Donnell comes away with it. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. O'Donnell puts it up and can't get it to go, and that's the end of the third quarter with the Lady Reds leading by a score of 52-36. So the Blue Jays outscoring the Lady Reds in that third quarter, 17-11. As the Blue Jays trail it here by 16 as we head to the fourth quarter. Autumn Kalis leads all scorers with 16 points heading into the fourth quarter. Maggie Berrigan is in double figures with 10. Becca Gerke is in double figures for the Blue Jays. She has 12. Yeah, the Blue Jays, good bench production. They have outscored the Lady Reds points off the bench 17-8. The Lady Reds and the Blue Jays, a slight advantage to Carthage at the end of three quarters in the rebounding category, 29-27. Through three quarters, the Lady Reds are 22 of 46 shooting for 48%. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays 13 of 40 for 33% from the field. Three-point shooting, Carthage 7 of 19. Elmhurst 3 of 9 from behind the arc. So the Lady Reds have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Glad to have you with us. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. Kalber will pull up. The 12-foot jump shot is no good. Lauren Goff got the rebound. Lauren quickly ahead to Jacob. Jacob to Greifenstein. Here's Goff. Tried to get it inside to John. Greifenstein to John. Queen will take the 15-foot jumper. Back of the iron, no good. Greifenstein's put back, no good. Koshin got the rebound. Boy, a couple of good looks there by the Blue Jays. They come up empty. Kalis veers off to the right. Picks up her dribble, passes it off to Koshin. Over here to the near side is Kalber. inside to Koshin, and she lays it in. Koshin, good ball movement away from the ball, and she got the easy left-handed lay-in. Kelsey now with 8. And a whistle as the entry pass goes inside to Queen. Foul is going to be called against the Lady Reds. And the foul is going to be on Haley R., and Haley R. has just fouled out of the game. So she fouls out with 8:56 remaining, and she leaves with just 2 points. Greifenstein will inbound it here for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst trailing 54-36. A little over a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter. Goff, standing dribble, passes it off to John, into the corner. Greifenstein, her triple is good. Lily Greifenstein with 8. 54-39. It's a 15-point deficit. Here's Woodward on the drive, kicks it out. Berrigan into the lane. Berrigan with the layup, short. John got the rebound. Jacob, here's John. Picks up her dribble. Queen on the drive again. Here's Goff working a bit of a weave. John, 15-footer, right baseline is good. Queen John buries the jumper. Queen with 7. 54-41. The Blue Jays are down 13. Plenty of time left. Need to get a couple of defensive stops and a whistle away from the ball here. It's going to go against the Blue Jays. Foul will be on Courtney O'Donnell, her second. Each team with 1 team foul of the quarter. 7:41 remaining. Calber's 3 is short, and John gets the loose ball. Blue Jays looking for a bucket here, trailing by 13. Ooh, Goff thought about taking the 3. She was open for a moment. O'Donnell into the lane. And a reach-in is going to be called against Autumn Kalis. That's going to be her first. Second team foul of the quarter for the Lady Reds. Gerke back into the game. She replaces Queen John. See if the Blue Jays can get the ball inside to Gerke down low. Gerke has had a good offensive game tonight. O'Donnell drives into the lane. Courtney has the shot blocked. Good block by Berrigan. And at the other end, boy, the Blue Jays did not get back defensively, and Koshin gets the easy lay-in. 10 points for Kelsey. The lead is back up to 15. It's 56-41. Lily on the drive, and she's going to get fouled by Maddie Kalber. And that would put Lily to the line for 2. For Kalber, that's her first. So Lily, the 5'7" freshman out of Arlington Heights, went to Rolling Meadows High School. Back in the game is Lauren Herman for the Lady Reds. 2 shots coming for Lily. Rolling Meadows with a very good season on the football field for the Mustangs. Lily hits the first free throw. She has had a nice game off the bench for Coach Tethany Carrillo. Looking for her 10th point, and she hits it. 10 points off the bench for Lily, the freshman. She comes out of the game, and Sophia Lathy comes in to replace her. 6:53 remaining. 56-43, Lady Reds. Kalis, and she rattles home the 3 ball. Big bucket by Autumn Kalis. She now has 19, and the lead is 16. O'Donnell from 17, yes. Courtney O'Donnell with her first field goal of the night. She's got 5, and it's 59-45. But the Blue Jays can't keep trading buckets. Woodward holding on the near side. Popping out is Herman. She takes the 3, but she was fouled by Lathy behind the arc. For Sophia, that's her second, and that would give Herman 3 foul shots. Oh, boy. 6:09 remaining in the ballgame. Herman's first free throw is good. Her first point of the night. She'll have 2 more free throws here. First free throw of the quarter for the Lady Reds. Herman buries the second one, and she'll have 1 more. As a matter of fact, these are the first 2 free throws of the entire second half for the Lady Reds. And she goes 2 for 3 from the foul line. The Lady Reds are now just 3 of 4. They've taken just 4 foul shots the entire game. Lathy will take the jumper. It's no good. O'Donnell right at the free throw line. Her shot won't go. And the rebound to Koshin. 61-45. Lady Reds with the lead. And the time is starting to become a factor here. Woodward spins, puts up a tough shot. Gerke. And they're going to call a traveling violation on Woodward. If she didn't travel, Gerke would have gotten called with a foul. But instead, Woodward turns it over. 5.5 minutes left. O'Donnell trying to get it inside to Becca, and the Blue Jays turn it over. Over the outstretched arms of Lauren Goff. Turnover number 10 for the Blue Jays. 5:20 to go. (61-45) Lady Reds. Woodward on the drive, pulls up, the floater is good. Over the outstretched arm of Becca Gerke. And a timeout taken by Tethny Carrillo. 5:02 remaining. That bucket by Woodward gives the Lady Reds now an 18-point advantage. Woodward now with 9. Kalis is the game-high scorer with 19. Berrigan has 10. And Kelsey Koshin has 10. Again, the next game for the Blue Jays will be a week from this Saturday, as they will take on, well, check that. They will be on the road this Saturday at Chicago. The Blue Jays and Chicago. That will be a 1 o'clock tip-off this Saturday. And then their next game will be here at home a week from this Saturday, December 14th, against the Cardinals of North Central in a conference battle. I will bring you that game. It's a doubleheader. The women will begin at 2 o'clock against North Central. And then John Baines and the men's team will take on the Cardinals and Coach Raridan at 4 o'clock. And we'll bring you both of those games live here on BlueJayTV.com. Again, December 14th, the Blue Jays and the Cardinals of North Central. The women kick off at 2, followed by the men at 4 o'clock. Better yet, come on out on the 14th and see the Blue Jays in person. Beautiful R.A. Fagnall Hall. Under 5 minutes remaining here in this one, and now we've got a whistle and a 3-second violation called against the Blue Jays. And Lathy wanting an explanation. She gets it. So the Lady Reds will have it. 4:55 to go. And it looks like the Blue Jays are going to apply some pressure here in the backcourt as they pick it up man-to-man. Kalis, guarded by Goff. Kalis gets across half court. Gives it off to Herman. Herman dribbles to center and passes it back to Kalis. Popping out is Woodward. 10 to shoot. Kalis, 6 on the shot clock. Kalis picks up her dribble at the elbow. Woodward with 1 on the shot clock. Front of the rim, and Lathy tracks it down for the Blue Jays. Good stop defensively for Elmhurst. 4:20 to go. Here's Goff. Lauren without a field goal tonight. That triple by Lathy is off the mark. Rebound by Berrigan. As we are at the 4-minute mark of this one. 63-45. Lady Reds with the lead. And the Lady Reds turn the ball over. The pass intended for Berrigan, a little bit high. Back in the game is Maddie Kalber. She comes in for Berrigan. So the Blue Jays will end up quite a bit lower than their scoring average. They are averaging 61 points per contest, unless they catch fire here in the final 340, which they are quite capable of doing. They got some good three-point shooters out on the floor. Gerke with a skip pass to Goff. Good pressure by the Lady Reds. Goff inside to O'Donnell with 5 to shoot. Gerke from 17. And that does not hit the rim. It goes out of bounds to the Lady Reds. Jocelyn Jacob back into the game. Queen John also back in for the Blue Jays. Woodward to inbound it here for the Lady Reds. Both teams trying to get over the 500 mark for the year. Both teams 3-3 so far on the year. Kalis holding at the top, guarded by Goff. This is Kalber. 15 on the shot clock. 3 minutes to go in the game. Herman, shot clock down to 6. Kalber drives, kicks it out. Woodward for 3 with 2 on the shot clock. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded Jacob. Jocelyn quickly into the front court. Greifenstein on the drive. Lily's bucket is good. What a game by the freshman off the bench. And now we've got an injured Lady Reds here. And that stops the clock with 2:35 left. 63-47. Shaken up on the play is Kelsey Koshin. And she's going to come out of the game as Maggie Berrigan is going to replace her. So Koshin leaves a bit shaken up. 2:35 left. Lady Reds lead it 63-47. 16-point advantage. 2.5 minutes left. Kalis at the point. Berrigan holding. Kalis will take the 3 and she hits. Nothing but net at the top of the key for Autumn Kalis. That is her 5th, check that, her 6th triple of the game. She's got 22. And the lead is 19 for the Lady Reds. 3 ball. Back of the iron, no good by Jacob. And on the rebound attempt, a foul will be called on Queen John. Well, no, check that. I'm sorry. The foul is on Maddie Kalber of the Lady Reds. 1:50 to go. 4 team fouls in the quarter for the Lady Reds, 2 team fouls for the Blue Jays. That shot by John is off the mark, and Kalis gets the rebound. And the Lady Reds are in no hurry here. 1:40 to go. Woodward into the corner, Berrigan. Up top is Herman. Shot clock to 15. Lady Reds just working it around the perimeter. Shot clock down to 7. Berrigan working on John. Berrigan, tough shot, no good. Goff got the rebound. Lilly will try for the triple. That's no good. John went over the back. Queen John went over the back of Herman, and Queen will get called for the foul. For Queen, that's her first. It's the 3rd team foul of the quarter. Back in the game, Taylor Josefowicz. Number 21, Sophia Mikos into the game for the Blue Jays here. 66-47 in favor of the Lady Reds. Coach Bernero starting to clear here his bench here with 1:09 left. Nancy Valev into the game, a 5'6" sophomore from Wheeling. Nancy spells her first name Nansy instead of CY. Drive to the hoop, no good. Queen John knocked it out of bounds, and it will be Lady Reds basketball. Under a minute to go in the game. (66-47) from the elbow. Herman's shot is no good. Lauren Goff got the rebound. Goff to Reese. Anna Hill takes the shot. That one is off the mark. Valev gets the rebound for the Lady Reds. Valev's pass is knocked away. Here's Mia Reese. Reese in transition, a little bit of a Euro step. Can't get it to go. She gets the offensive rebound. 20 seconds back on the shot clock. And a whistle and a foul with just under 19 seconds to go. And it'll be John to the line. Queen John coming to the line. Foul is on Destiny Antoine. As the first free throw is good by Queen. John now with 9 as she hits the 2 free throws. 66-49. Final seconds winding down. The Lady Reds will not take the shot here as they'll just let the clock wind down. The Lady Reds win the conference opener here tonight. They win it by a score of 66-49. Carthage now 4-3 on the year, 1-0 in the CCIW. The Blue Jays now 3-4 overall and 0-1 in the CCIW. The leading scorer, Autumn Kalis, she ends up with 22 points tonight. She had 6 triples. Maggie Berrigan and Kelsey Koshin each had 10 points. Sammy Woodward chipped in with 9. Maddie Kalber had 9. All of her points coming in the first half for the Lady Reds. Becca Gerke had 12. Lily Greifenstein had 12 off the bench for the Blue Jays. So once again, your final score here from R.A. Fagnall Hall. The Lady Reds win it 66-49. We'll talk to you a week from this Saturday, December 14th, when the women and the men of Elmhurst take on North Central. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. So long, everybody.